And we cannot fathom the times we're living in. These are the times to be joyous and to find trueness with the Lord. We're living in the end of probationary time. Our probation will not be extended because of our delay in perfecting our characters. God is speaking. The word is clear, the words on the wall and in the skies are clear that He is calling for a movement today that is going to reflect the true character endorsed and stamped by heaven. The movement we represent, my brothers and sisters, is not an ordinary movement. To be called a Christian is not an ordinary thing. We are to be identified by the trueness of Christ's character, not with fables, not with error. Because if we do not represent Christ, then we preach error out there. And we misrepresent heaven. Ours is to be reminded that the call we have is the greatest call of the time. That we are not going to miss the leeks and the onions, the flesh pots of Egypt, starting to corrupt ourselves with what God has forbidden us. This is the time when we are to invest in our bodies than never before. Not conflicting and fighting and wondering why God is telling us to do something. When the Lord was creating man, He prescribed a diet. And it was not about the food when Eve ate the fruit. She was not even hungry. It was about obedience and loyalty. When the children of Israel were given manna and they were told to follow a certain diet, it was not about food. And that's why we miss it in our day. We think that it is the appetite of the flesh that we so enjoy. But I want to remind you, as I remind myself, that the loyalty of God is more paramount than anything else. The question of appetite becomes important in our time because it will determine the state of our immunity, it will determine the quality of our lifestyle, and it will determine the times of the end. Do not tell me that what we eat does not matter. Man fell on the question of appetite. Christ overcame on the question of appetite. In the last days, the question of appetite becomes paramount. We are His, and we are His alone. It's God and no alternative. We are to live as though we are to be judged. We are not to be careless at any point. We are to seek the Lord and seek Him wholeheartedly. Half converted, half-hearted, stiff-hearted is as close and as equal to nothingness. It is an abomination before God. If we doubt God, it's the greatest insult we can give Him. Because today we say we are Christians and tomorrow we are not. And John in the Revelation describes the condition as a Laodicean condition. People declaring judgment, yet not living in the light. And in verse 18 of chapter 3, he gives us a solution that we must buy the gold tried in fire. I would like to remind you that it's gold and there is no alternative. May God bless us all.